Welcome back to Wake Up Abundant with Amber. Today we start our new series, Overflow into October. Happy October, everyone. October 1st is today. If you're listening to this on October 1st, may this month bring you so much overflow. If you're listening to this after October 1st, may whatever month you're in bring you so much overflow. Now, let's take our 3 deep breaths together before we begin our series. I'm so excited. When you're ready, inhale in. Exhale, release. Again, inhale in. Exhale, release. Last one, inhale. Exhale. So today we're going to talk about what is overflow. I like to begin any of my series with understanding the purpose behind what we're doing. Because when we understand things, we're able to get behind them. We're able to move into a more intentional practice with what we're doing. So overflow. When you think overflow, I want you to think about more than enough. A lot of us in our lives accept just enough, just the bare minimum, especially women. But in general, that really is like a thing that we tell ourselves consistently. It's just enough. It's barely okay. I'm kind of making it. That is fine. Good enough. And while I do love the energy of good enough for not stopping you to take action towards things that you love, the energy of good enough for the rest of your life is not actually the most abundant. Over my 10 years of practicing abundance, manifestation, spirituality, just getting to know myself more and getting to know the laws of this universe more, the energy of overflow is something I've been playing around with, especially as someone who didn't grow up with like overflow in the financial sense. I grew up with overflow in love. So I knew overflow always. And the thing is that a lot of people confuse overflow with just money, but overflow is in all areas of your life. Overflow in love, overflow in career success, overflow in friendships, like overflow in adventures, overflow in everything. What I want you to take away from this episode today is understanding that overflow is not something that the privileged few get. We all get to have overflow in every area of our lives. I think some of us value certain areas more than others, and I think that's okay. But whichever area that you're like, I'm feeling so restricted, I'm feeling like my cup is empty, or maybe you're just feeling that energetically right now, this is what we want to address when it comes to overflow. I'm going to tap into the different themes of overflow. So we will tap into money, we'll tap into career, we'll tap into friendships throughout this series. But the main thing I want you to take away is that overflow is something you get to experience. So I want you to set an intention today, and I want you to set the intention that October is going to be an overflow month. If you want to focus mainly on money, that's totally okay too. You can focus on money, but if you are just wanting to feel like I'm full, I'm no longer giving from this empty cup and truly able to give from a place of overflow where it trickles down to everyone around me and everything around me, that is a vibe too. So set your intention now. The last thing I want to kind of leave you with is understanding that overflow, abundance, joy, love, it all begins internally. Externally seeking out things is going to lead to disappointment because your external world only matches what your internal world can give it. So if you are internally feeling empty, if you're internally feeling low, if you're internally feeling like you do not have overflow, it is nearly impossible for the external world to give you that overflow. So we want to learn how to experience overflow within. And that's going to be a big thing that we're going to work on. Learn to cultivate overflow inside of you, generate that overflow inside of you first, and you'll learn to see it outside of you. Learn to feel into overflow. Overflow in the body is that feeling where time is not of the essence. Is that feeling where you're not rotting away watching Netflix. Is that feeling where you feel so alive in this world that it is so good. And sometimes we can only remember that feeling in childhood where we felt so taken care of, we felt so loved. If you had a safe home, if you didn't have that safe home, maybe find other parts of your life where you did feel that, even if it's moments, just moments. We want to tap back into what does that actually feel like for me? Feel into that today and just go about your day trying to tap into overflow internally first as much as possible. And I will see you tomorrow for day 2. Make sure you download the workbook so that you can go even further into this practice, into this challenge. It's great to keep you accountable. And I gave you some extra journal prompts so you can just really explore the different topics we're going to touch throughout this challenge. The link is below. It's in all my socials. So really simple to get. With that, I will close this off with this intention for you. My intention for you is to live in overflow, for you to experience overflow inside and out, that everyone you meet brings you so much joy, that everything you spend will only come back to you tenfold, that you get to experience overflow, you get to experience miracles this month, because believe that if we set these intentions and believe that it's true, it can come in. So I'm sending you so much love. I'll see you for day 2 for Overflow October. Bye.